Where'd you go, Sam? Sam! Marcus. Hello, Marcus, I'm the doctor. Hello, Kelly.
Hi, I'm George. Who are you?
You wouldn't think people would think it's cursed, would you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me help you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, sir, could you please not tell Marcus about this? It's my first day on the job, and I don't want him to know that I messed up.
Oh, it's your first day? Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Excuse me.
He's been poisoned!
Can you do anything about it?
No, by the looks of it, he was dead before he hit the floor. No! Ah. Oh my God. Well, we can rule out Marcus for good. No, 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 no! Well, whatever it is, it's definitely alien. Oh, pea porch pudding, you're alive!
So, this thing is an alien and it's jumping around in time.
Exactly.
So, we need to scan for alien stuff. Find this thing.
Oh, I have a reading. Come on. The reading is coming from here.
Get down!
I didn't know your Sonic could do that.
It can't. How did you do that?
With this?
Ooh, an energy field projector 101. A prototype by the looks of it. How did you get this?
I'm from the future.
Well, obviously. But why did you come here? What's so important about this party?
When I was a kid, there was this creature in my house. It had huge wings, giant claws. One time I was in my room and I heard my mom screaming. I ran outside and saw its giant red eyes flying down to take her away. I never saw her again.
I'm so sorry.
I've been tracking this thing for ages, and I finally found it here.
So why are you just telling us this now?
I didn't know if I could trust you. You might have thought it was crazy and kicked me out before I could stop it.
Alright, but how did you get here?
Vortex manipulator. I would want everybody out of here already, but the thing is powerful. I took out my vortex manipulator, my EFP 101 just by touching it.
Okay. Do you know what it is?
No, it has some power over electricity and a bit of psychic ability as well.
Okay, well, it's killing people and we need to figure out why.
But what's it doing in my house? So what is it?
Good question.
It might have something to do with the supposed curse, right?
Brilliant! Marcus, Georgia said there was a meteor shower shortly before your grandfather died, correct?
Yeah, what's that got to do with anything?
I'm willing to bet that's when this thing landed.
So you mean its ship crashed or something?
Precisely. Hugo, you said you've been following this thing around, right?
Yeah, why?
Well, did it stay in one continuous time stream?
No, I just kind of hopped around.
Aha! Right, so I'm willing to bet this thing can time travel.
Then why hasn't it gone back?
Why not indeed? My guess would be it can't.
Because it needs to repair its ship.
Precisely, and that's why it's killing people.
What? It needs bodies to pilot its ship.
Not exactly. When I scanned the dead bodies, I found something strange. They were completely drained of energy. Usually a body takes a while to decay as the heat and energy gradually leave it. But when I scanned Georgia and Leonard's corpses, I found something strange. They were completely drained of all living energy. Now my guess would be that this thing needs the energy of a life to travel through time.
That makes sense, but why make it up as a murder?
To keep us scared. This thing is smart. Knew if it didn't cover up its killings, we'd run away.
Brilliant, of course. Marcus, is there a fuse box?
Yeah, but why?
Well, this thing is trying to scare us, right? Wouldn't we be a lot less scared if we had lights?
Yeah. This way.
This thing is good. It appears that it can control electrical fields.
So you're going to turn the lights back on?
I am, but it won't be easy. Hugo, do you know anything more about this thing's electrician schooling?
Yes, it appears to be able to store charge internally, as well as dim lights and turn off certain parts of the circuit.
Interesting. Do you have any portable light sources? Preferably extremely bright ones.
Yeah, I have an advanced light sphere.
Perfect, I should be able to use this.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm going to connect it to the circuits. Hopefully I'll be able to distract this thing long enough that I can take over the house's electricity.
You're going to overpower it.
Precisely.
Let there be light!
Oh, thank goodness.
Alright, now comes the important bit. This thing has got us trapped, and the only way we're going to get out is if it lets us.
Or maybe not.
What do you mean?
I've heard stories that there's secret passages underneath this house. Apparently the man who built it was extremely paranoid.
Hey, I've heard that too. Hey, I got a map in my room. If there are tunnels in here, that'll have them on it.
I've heard where the tunnels are.
No, wait! No, buckwheat groves. Alright, Sam, Hugo, you go after Adela. Bring her to the sitting room. I'll do the same with Marcus. Go!
Found it.
Alright, good. Come on, let's go. We have to meet up with the rest of the group.
Let's see. What? There's footsteps.
What do you mean it's just footsteps?
It's just footsteps. Maybe it's the other group. Oh, Stella, there you are.
What do you mean? That's not human. Why did you say Stella?
Oh, you don't know Stella? She invited you.
Oh, right. Psychic abilities.
There you are.
So did you find the passage?
No, not yet.
Alright, well let's go. We have to meet up with the doctor.
Alright.
Okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, one of them has to be the creature. Didn't you say it had psychic abilities?
That's right, but which one's real?
She's fake! I'm real!
But it's just Stella.
No, it's not. It's getting into your head and making you think it's your friend. Ah, chips and salsa, stay back! Wait a minute. It's not here.
You know her, don't you? Couldn't you ask her some questions?
Yeah, come on. I know me.
That wouldn't work because it's psychic.
Right.
What are you talking about? That thing's gonna kill us if we don't get out of here now.
How do we know which one of them is who they say they are?
We have to figure out some way to... Unless
Unless
this is a trick.
what do you mean?
Well, they've been talking perfectly in sync. Even with psychic powers, that's almost impossible.
What are you driving at?
What do you mean she's not here?
This is a mental projection. It's making us see what we'd expect to see.
So it's not here.
No, it's not. Which means... it's somewhere else! Come on!
Look! Use that shield thing again?
For the first time.
Do you have any other fancy gadgets?
Yeah, I do.
Why didn't you do that the first time?
I only had one round.
Please phone the doctor, come on!
Where's Adela?
We couldn't find her.
I think chased us away before we could find her.
Hey, I found the secret tunnels on the map. Maybe she beat us there.
Perfect, let's go!
The passage is closed off too.
Sugar snap peas!
Is it really her this time?
What?
The alien impersonated her to confuse us.
It's her. You said it impersonated her.
Yeah, it made us see two of her windows falling across the ceiling.
Brilliant! That means it controls people and events from your minds. I think I finally know what this thing is. Hugo, I need your vortex manipulator.
Okay, but it's broken.
Don't worry about that. Marcus, do you have a garage or anywhere else with tools?
Yeah, I have a workshop.
Perfect, take me there.
Alright, that's fine.
So what what are you planning on doing?
Well, Hugo, you said you've been tracking this thing throughout time, right?
Yeah, it keeps popping up everywhere.
Which means it can time travel.
Yes, by using the energy from the human lives.
Exactly.
So?
So, I'm going to give it a taste of its own medicine.
Here you are.
No! Marcus! Marcus, Marcus, come on! Marcus! No! We need to stop this thing.
So you're making a time travel device?
Well, that's essentially what a vortex manipulator is, so I'm just modifying it slightly.
What are you going to do to it?
Well, if I tweak the suppressor, I should be able to just modify
What are you going to do to the creature?
Yeah, aren't you going to kill it?
No, I'm not.
I've changed this thing across all of time and space. I know it won't stop unless if we kill it.
Well, that's not how I work.
So what are you going to do?
Yes, Doctor. What are you going to do?
George, we thought you were dead. No, Hugo, stop.
Why?
Because that's not George.
This thing is the alien, right, Doctor?
Precisely. Dressed as George to try and trick us. Hello, I've been waiting to meet you for a long time. You're a Retajakawanchi, aren't you? From the planet Poichak, I believe?
I honestly have no idea what you mean.
Come on, you can cut the act. You trapped us all here to kill us, didn't you? Retajakawanchi? Or should I call you... Stella?
Wait, this thing is Stella?
Precisely. You're going to settle for the energy from the human lives, but once you discovered the mass energy from a Time Lord life, you couldn't resist yourself. So you picked the first thing out of my mind that you could use for a name. Which, due to my usage of it, was, of course, the Spatial Time Entertainment Logistics Location Apparatus, correct?
You amuse me, Doctor. I may actually let you finish your story.
Good.
Before I eat you.
I always hate unfinished stories. So you turn off the lights to confuse us. I've always admired your species' control over electrical fields. So now you could work in the shadows. The first thing you did was to poison Leonard, passing it off as a human poison so that we wouldn't suspect you. You made us think there was a traitor in our midst instead of an outside force. But your plan had one flaw.
And what would that be?
The body heat, right? You drained the energy from the body too quickly, which alerted the doctor of your existence. Then, you tried to disguise George's death as a murder, to try to confuse us. But, you did the same with George as with Leonard, and the doctor found you out.
Exactly. And you kept leaving clues until we wound up here. So now's where I give you the choice. Run away. Go back home, back to your planet. I can fix your ship and you can leave this all behind. Or... I'll have to stop you.
Really, Doctor? Do you think you can?
Hammer time!
So, where did the alien go? I mean, I assume you sent it somewhere in time, but where?
Well, Stella was always jumping around in time, so I decided to send her to the beginning.
So you sent her to the start of the universe?
Yep. There should be enough residual energy to keep Stella alive, but you won't have enough to go anywhere.
That's brilliant. You managed to get rid of her without killing her. How did you think of that?
I think of things. Are you okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?
Don't mention it. Hugo, I assume you'll be wanting a ride?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Poor Marcus. Such a brave man. Anyway, that about wraps it up.
Thank you.
Sorry about all this mess. Alright, let's go.
Doctor, where have you gone? Doctor!